Thanks for joining me. I just wanted to show you a couple quick things in regards to Be a Number, what we've been kind of dealing with. Obviously the center is up and going and everything's great there, but this is a quick thing that's just kind of an aside to kind of give you a little bit more context in regards to the community that we work with and the life that they live on a daily basis. So I got this video today. This is the water that, this is where they get their water in this community. They don't have a well or anything, so it's just, it looks like a stream or something. It's obviously dirty. She's using what's called a jerry can, but it's basically like a gas can, and they walk the gas can there, they fill it up, they walk it back. Now this isn't just like for cleaning clothes or something. This is drinking water. This is water that they use to cook with. This is basically all-purpose water, and so I was talking more to Simon. Yeah, I mean that's pretty crazy, right? Because she's obviously barefooted, and yeah, it's just worried about parasites and getting sick, and it's kind of crazy. But there's something else I wanted to show you too, and obviously this isn't to make anybody feel bad, right? This is just to give perspective on how people live outside of our world, okay? So obviously there are much different ways to exist, and some of them are much more challenging than ours. So I wanted to show you this picture. I'm going to cover me up. Okay, so these are the kids. You can kind of see. So basically only 3 of those kids apparently go to school. And this is again, in this little community that we serve. 3 of those kids go to school, and it's not because they don't want to go. I hope that's obvious, but it's because it's much different. The school system is much, much different. So like we have a public school where like if you want to go, you go. Yeah, well, you kind of have to go, but it's not like that for these guys. They want to go, but they're either unable because of the tuition, so it's all tuition based, so it costs money. That's why you see like the sponsor a child things, which eventually we will do for hopefully all of these kids. But it's also because of the distance. So apparently the closest school to these guys is about 10 miles, so probably only the oldest kids here go to school. Like they start to go to school at an older age. Because it's like between like 8 and 10 miles, so they have to walk there 8 miles, walk back 8 to 10 miles. Yeah, and obviously you're only going to do that when you're old enough to like withstand heavy rain. Okay, why can't I move this? There we go. And this is the text that I got today. So I just wanted to read it just to kind of pass it along, just to give insight, and to like almost be appreciative of what we have, and but to also know that like we can truly make a difference in people's lives. I know sometimes people that exist like this, they kind of seem like TV characters almost. Like it's weird. I understand it's very weird to think that people like this exist in the world because I know them personally. I talk to them almost every day, right? And sometimes it's very easy for even me to forget because I can get so caught up in my own reality. But here's the message. Man, there's a lot going on here. Many children are home because their parents can't afford to pay for them to go to school. They literally go throughout the day and night without food. Sometimes my wife will share food with the kids who come to our house, hoping to get something to eat. A child comes in and just lays down on the ground, unable to even support themselves because they could have spent over 2 days without anything to put into their mouth. So, yeah, it's heartbreaking, right? It's it's also an opportunity though for us to come together and to see what we can do for communities like this around the world. So um, we're getting there. Um, we just had our first board meeting. It was amazing. It was successful. We just established our bank account, and then next step is to apply to the federal government for a 501c3 status, which basically means that um, if you're a business or if you're a person who itemizes your taxes, um, then you can donate and you can get a tax deduction for your donation. So if you're a business or if you're a person that, or if you run a business rather, and or if you're a person that itemizes your taxes and this is something that you feel called to make a change or make a difference in, um, please reach out and we can keep you updated. The plan is to be about we're probably about 3 to 6 months out from having that status, but obviously in the meantime, if you feel so called, like we are accepting gifts too. So anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll make more videos as things kind of move along. So have a good day.